Pretty sappy, emotional family. So let's see if I can break the record for most tears in a speech. So my mom is one of 5 women that I hold very dearly to my heart. Evie, Lauren, Lindsay, Grandma, Ma. And so I feel very protective of her, obviously.
I'm 4?
I don't know. More home cooked deals shipped to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. It'll bump you up the list. So there's several attributes that I love about my mother, and I'm so excited to be here to see her be wed for this reason. So, and you all know of each and every one of these. So, first of all, as you all know, she's beautiful. And, you know, I know that just from an objective standpoint, but also one time I was at a pickup soccer game when I was younger, and she came to pick me up, and she was on the sidelines to pick me up, and all my friends said, "Hey, who's that MILF?" If you don't know what a MILF is, ask someone at your table. They'll explain it to you, because I will not. She's beautiful, and she's also great at her job. She's known in the area as a super tech, and there is a reason that she's able to work at 3 of the hospitals in the area. So she really crushes it, and sometimes I go into work and just see exactly how hard that she's working, and she's able to have a positive impact, and maybe those who are here who are colleagues can attest to that point, that she makes the working experience a better one. Finally, thirdly, she is very competitive. Zaw and chi are not words in Scrabble, Mom. They're just not words. You can't put them down. We won't accept them. Not in our house. And finally, she is kind and loving. And that is something that I've been able to see throughout my life. And so I meant, here we go. So I mentioned she works 3 jobs, and she has for her kids for a while now. And I don't know anyone who works harder than she does. She's the reason that I am as curious and intellectual as I hope to be. You know, she's the one who, in summertime, when I just wanted to play basketball all day, she said, "Nope, you stay in, do your workbook pages, then you go outside." So I had all these workbook pages that I was doing in the summer, and none of the other kids in the hood had to do them. Neighborhood. It was bad. It was suburban, so I know the connotation. So I'm thrilled that she was able to marry an amazing man today, someone who I hold in a very high regard. I've called him my stepfather for about 4 years now. It's about time that's official. He's taught me everything I need to know about bourbon, cigars, MMA. And MMA. So all the important things. How to be a proper gentleman. Some attributes about him as well. And if you know him, he is wicked smart. And everyone would say probably way too smart for his own good. I think Paula, who is hosting tonight, once said that he is a walking encyclopedia. And I know that myself and many others of our family outsource our memory and knowledge to him. And he's kind of like the Google of us.
He's the cha-cha.
The cha-cha, okay. So one time, and I found this out one time, it was very early on when we had, after I had met him, me and Lindsay were at a wedding, and we're getting bit up by mosquitoes. And she just whispers to me offhand, you're like, "Hey, how can mosquitoes see? Like, what is up with that?" And Charles just bumps in, he's like, "Infrared and carbon dioxide." And we were not expecting a legitimate answer. It was, by all means, that was a rhetorical question. But he's got everything. He's a man of the community. So, I don't know, he has built the disc golf courses in this area. He's part of the reason that we had the Collegiate Disc Golf National Championship in Augusta, Georgia, and probably part of the reason that the Augusta University team won that year. So he's the tube dude, fixes all your amps, and so he's really tuned into the music industry here. He used to work in restaurants and he knows every chef in town. So we get a deal, but also it's just a nice little reunion for Charles every time we go out. We get a few guys who's like, hey Charles, remember what we did in '86? Like, we don't need to know that. But he, like my mother, is a loving human. And I've probably had, 38 pigs worth of barbecue since I've known him in this past 11 years. So he has probably fed you. But other than that, he is he loves us in so many other ways. And you know, from the inside perspective of the family, I get to see that he cares. He calls, and he is my personal bury the body guy. If I killed somebody on accident, I'm calling Charles to help me bury the body. Not only do I know that he can lift 99% of bodies, but I also know that he would help me out in that situation.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, of course. And so I'm so happy that they're together now, and you know, getting to see them together, they are a quirky, you know, sitcom style, you know, just like funny at their throats humor. It's a great partnership that they have, and it's also a very loving one. And I can tell just by the way they smile at each other or when they're around each other. My mom, you know, will look up to Charles partly because he's taller, but also because she has this very longing smile whenever we're around him, and it's a smile I hadn't seen, you know, for a while before they were hanging out. And Charles too has this very cute smile if you look for it. You'll find him just like he squints his eyes and has a, you know, ear to ear grin as well. And so for all those reasons, I toast to the newlyweds and for an amazing rest of the life to them.
Thank you, sir.
So now we are, after the cheers, we are going to move into the first dance. And so if the new bride and groom will please come to the center.